Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Izzati Aisyah from KAC3. My matrix number is 1180316. I'm here to summarize what I got from my reading on chapter 2 and chapter 3 from Principle of Journalism books. Above all, I'm going to brief on chapter 2 first. Based on my reading, chapter 2 in a nutshell consists principles of journalism from several viewpoints. It includes book The Elements of Journalism, Ethical Journalism Network, SPJ, Al Jazeera, BBC, The Poynter Institute, NPR, etc. I can conclude that three of these principles that I read from this book, all of them emphasize accuracy on their principles, whereas only an accurate information, transparency of source, and reliable context can be wrote. Moreover, these organizations also prioritize public and citizens' need above everything. Hence, they should minimize harm and treat audience with due and respect. Ultimately, journalists should be able to acknowledge mistakes and correct them appropriately. Only then they can be trustworthy journalists to the audiences. There's a lot more principles that we can get from this book. Also, these organizations. You can read the rest on Principles of Journalism book. Let's move on to Malaysia's Principles in Journalism, which indicates from Malaysian Canons of Journalism. This is the principles that is made for Malaysian journalists. Basically, it is the same from the three principles that I've brought on the table before: reporting facts accurately, respect the right of the public, and it is their duties to sort out mistakes and public information found to be inaccurate and wrong. If I could add more, it is they should be open to criticism and fair comment. As we are informed, citizens are acting like a swarm of bees. Nevertheless, journalism carries the responsibility to enhance the netizens' knowledge by providing the accurate information. All of these principles are meant to be said that being a journalist is not as an easy task as we think before. They must obligate towards a lot of principles since they are the center of citizens' information provider. What I can say is most of the principles from these organizations consist the same principles and guidelines to be followed for the journalists. I'm moving on to the chapter 3, which is this chapter is discussing on Islamic journalism ethics based on previous research conducted by scholars in journalism, also how journalism related with Islamic values ethics. This chapter emphasizes on 5 concepts of Islamic worldview and the principles of communication ethics for Muslim journalists. It is based on Maulana 2007 research, which is Islamic theory of communication. These 5 concepts consist of Tawheed, which implies the unity and harmony between all parts of the universe, Amar al-Ma'ruf wa Nahi al-Munkar, which carry the meaning of commanding the good and forbid the evil. This highlighted on those who are carrying a responsibility of being a leader in spreading Islamic ideals, including press, radio, etc. The next one is Ummah. Regardless their race, ethnicity, nationalism, and religion, Islam does not differentiate them as a member of society. Fourth principle is taqwa, which is defined as individual fear to God, which mainly play a part in journalism ethical, which if there are no relation to taqwa, all of the knowledge and skills cannot be applied in sole criteria for Islamic context. The last principle is amanat. What I can say about Islam and journalism is they are the same and also related and also parallel, which as stated in this chapter, journalism strives towards goodness. Hence, it is the same as religion's goal, which is to seek justice and to help the poor, etc. Here's a proof to show you why journalism and Islam goals are parallel. In this chapter, it told the 4 basic elements of journalism that might be related with Islamic values. First is truth, which is sadiq, and second is verification. Third is balance and justice, which is adil, and fourth is independence from power. All of these are elements of how to become a good Muslim. Not only Islam that protect the poor and seek for justice, but journalism too. As Muslim conquering the population in Malaysia, I can say that most of journalism writing are based on 4 principles of Islamic perspective to journalism, which includes telling the truth, which is siddiq, delivering message, tabligh, which means journalism should be a platform to broadly spread the true and good deeds. Next is seeking the best for public interest, maslahah, and the last one is moderation, wasatiyah, which implies fairness in journalism. It can't be done one-sided or biasing in journalism. what I can conclude from me summarizing the chapter 3 is that Islamic values and also journalism is the same and parallel. As we can see that journalism are seeking for truth and did not report the fake news and also false report. So that is the truth that we are looking for. Next, it is delivering message, which is that press is one of the medium that spreading the message so that people can be aware of what their surrounding are alike. Next one is journalism is seeking the best for public interest, which we respect the public's needs and citizens' needs so that we can help them and better way. And the last one is moderation, which we implies fairness. There's no sided in journalism, and we report based on facts only. I hope you can get something from my video. Thank you very much.